Dig it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Leif Bach, and thanks for being along for the ride on YourLiveEvent.com as we have got the Northern Cache Jaguars hosting the North Border Eagles in some North Dakota girls basketball on a Saturday afternoon, and we're glad to have the play-by-play action coming your way. Should be a good one as we look here. The Northern Cache Jaguars 9-4 on the season as they just recently had a game this week against Enderlin High School. We'll talk about that in a bit. The Eagles coming off of a loss against Midway Minto. They are 4-9 on the season. We'll talk more about both of our teams coming up in the Irie pregame show. Irie Insurance sponsoring our pregame show. We've got coaches' comments and talking about these two teams on a Saturday afternoon on YourLiveEvent.com. The Jaguars and the Eagles. We've got basketball action for you from Eastern North Dakota.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haave, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haave, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Thanks for being here live.
Dig it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
There we go. Sorry about that as we talk a little bit more about our teams here. And once again, want to say thanks to Dakota Heritage Bank as they sponsor our scoreboard here from Northern Cass High School. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Visit dhbanknd.com or one of their locations in eastern North Dakota and northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank sponsoring the scoreboard, so we'll be talking about them a little bit tonight as we get started here with our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IHRYINS.com. That's IRIEINS.com as the Jaguars, once again, of Northern Cass, hosting the Northern Border Eagles. Jaguars are 9-4 on the season. The Eagles 4-9. They had a game just last night, which we'll talk about with Coach Patrick Dunnigan here in just a bit. But let's start off by talking a little bit with Coach DC Lucas of his Jaguars team here, and all part of the Irie Insurance pregame show here from Northern Cass High School. DC Lucas tells us a little bit about his team. On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bakken, talking with DC Lucas, head coach of the Northern Cache Jaguars girls basketball team. And Coach, you guys are doing pretty all right the last few games. Talk a little bit about the win you had over Enderlin, a 66-33 win. That's pretty commanding.
Yeah, the girls came out hot that game. I think they were all in sync, and it was good to see a good unit go together there. All 12 girls played really strong, so it was just good to see us play some good basketball.
With that win, you're 9-4 on the season, and you invite North Border to come to town. So what have you looked at on film? What do you see from these girls that are coming in that you guys are going to need to watch?
They're very guard-heavy and very scrappy. They're going to move quick on us, so we're going to be ready. I know watching some game film, they move very fast. They move the ball. So we'll have to be on our toes and make sure that we know where we're at on defense and make sure we run through the offense.
We've been seeing some good things from Haley Crockett and along with Emma Lucas. So talk a little bit about them and some of the other players that we need to be watching for as we're going on this Saturday basketball game.
Yeah, I think right now, Hallie and Hayden Crockett have both stepped up and have done a really nice job for us this year. And Emma has always been a great rim protector. Always seems to have like 10 or 15 rebounds a game and block shots everywhere. So, we'll be down Allie's Slinger tonight. She's sick, but we'll miss her tonight. But she's always been in double figures. So it always seems like when we have 3 or 4 girls in double figures, we're at great momentum there.
Also, your bench does a great job coming off. They do a good job substituting and when you need them most. And it's just so important to have that and that they're developing so then they're going to move into those slots when they're left open the next year.
I always tell that it's going to be that sophomore class that really changes our depth. You have Josie Jensen, Ellie Lucas, Kayla Treader, Addie Russ coming off the bench, and it just can give our starters some rest, and we don't lose a beat when they come on the floor, which is a great asset to us. It'll be very important for us in the Region 1 tournament.
Coach DC Lucas of the Northern Cache Jaguars for the girls basketball team. Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devil's Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsborough at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leaf Bakken, talking with head coach of the North Border Eagles, Patrick Dunnigan. And Coach, you guys just coming off a loss last night to Midway Minto. Talk a little bit about that game, what you liked, what you didn't like as you traveled down here to Northern Cache.
Oh, we got off to an extremely slow start last night against Midway Minto, a team we knew that had improved a lot throughout the year. We saw them earlier on in the season, and their first game, our second game of the year, and we end up coming out on top on that one. But we knew they were much improved, and if they get hot shooting outside, they can be trouble. And they knocked down some 3-pointers and got a good lead on us early in the game. We tried to combat that, changed up a few things, and then started getting beat on cuts. We just kind of struggled the whole game. The positives out of the game is we had a couple of runs fighting back, getting into the game, crawling back into it, but just couldn't sustain them. That was the fight in us was nice to see that we still kept fighting to be there. We'd get down by 8-10 points and bring it back to 3-4, and we had a couple of those, but just could never get the top.
So and that makes you guys 4-9 on the season now as you guys come here to Northern Cass. So I heard you mention it, but is kind of the fight you're hoping stayed with them for almost 24 hours so they can keep battling and hopefully here against the Jaguars?
Well, as of recently, we've been in a lot of games but haven't been able to compete and do the right things about the game of basketball. Good positioning, don't lose cutters. Everybody, do team rebounding, and you don't want to lose those basics. And right now, we're kind of being in the fog, or we're kind of up and down. We've been, in lack of better words, consistently inconsistent. And we want to get that play all 4 quarters, play good ball. We know we're playing a very good team here tonight. We've been mentioned in the state top 10 and stuff. We know Northern Cass is a very, very good program, but we just want to play good ball and get down the court and do the right things and improve every day.
Talk a little bit about your team. I see very young, no seniors, a couple of juniors, and a bunch of sophomores, and only a few freshmen. So you've got ladies to work with and kind of build into what you need them to be over the next several years.
Well, that would be the hope of things, but size has always been a problem for us. We've always lacked size, so we're a really small group, but most time we have pretty darn good heart, and if we can get to play as a team, there's a lot of bright spots there. So that's what we're trying to build on.
Any players we need to be watching for today, Coach, that come to mind or that popped out last night or you think might capitalize today?
Oh, we're a pretty even group. We always rely on a couple people to take us through, but no, we're more just everybody do their job and then take the opportunities that are given to us.
Coach Patrick Dunnigan of the Northern Border Eagles for the girls basketball team. Thanks so much and best of luck today.
Thank you.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll be coming back with a little bit more information, and then we'll be getting to our lineups, and tip-off is not very far away. Stick around. Thanks for being with us on a Saturday. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
We have 3 TVs in the house and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Thanks for sticking with us on YourLiveEvent.com. Along with Polar Television, we appreciate you folks being with us today as well. Once again, the Northern Cass Jaguars hosting the North Border Eagles here this afternoon on Saturday afternoon. We've got some girls basketball in North Dakota coming your way. We're just about a minute and a half away from our anthem and lineups and that stuff and announcements. A couple of takeaways here, as Coach Dunnigan talked about. They don't have very much height. Their tallest players are 5'7", which might be an issue here against Northern Cass, as they've got a couple of players just over 6 foot tall. But doesn't mean they don't have heart, and he talked about that. They have heart, and Coach Lucas recognizes that. They've come off of a couple of wins. The Jaguars have over the Burros, 65-21 and 66-33 over Enderlin. So they've got some momentum in their favor, the Jaguars do, as we are about to go with our national anthem, and we'll be back with your starting lineups. This has been the Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. That's IHRYINS.com. Starting lineups and tip-off coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haave, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haave, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringstead.
And I'm Jacob Kringstead.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Thanks for being with us on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar TV. I'm Leaf Bach and Aiden by my side running our cameras tonight. We appreciate your help as always, Aiden. Thank you for being here, especially on a Saturday. Putting him to work on a weekend as we get to the starting lineups here for the North Border Eagles. Number 5 is Addison Brown. She's a guard at 5'6" and a junior for their team. Number 14 is Lauren Carrier, a sophomore guard at 5'3". Number 15, Jenna Frazier, a guard at 5'6" and a sophomore. Number 20 is Taylin Dunnigan. She's a sophomore and forward at 5'7". And number 10 is Kara Helland, a guard at 5'4" and a junior for their team. Head coach Patrick Dunnigan, assisted by Lee Beatty. On to the Northern Cass Jaguars, where number 2 is Hayden Crockett, a freshman and guard at 5'7". I'm just looking at the wrong thing here as I look over, and number 10 is Maddie Zwetzig, a senior at 5'3" and a guard. Number 13 is Hallie Crockett. She's a junior and a guard at 5'8". 22 is Emma Lucas, a 6-foot senior and forward. And number 25 is Abby Richmond. She's a senior standing at 5'5" and a guard. Head coach D.C. Lucas, assisted by Christian Thompson, Jamison Jensen, and Sean Jalbert. How's everybody's Saturday going? That's good. Getting ready to tip off here from the Palace on the Prairie near Hunter, North Dakota. Northern Cass Jaguars and the North Border Eagles, as the Eagles will win the tip-off and start things off. Bringing it down the floor is Frazier. She'll pass off to Carrier at the top of the key. We saw a little bit of Carrier in that junior varsity game. By the way, Northern Cass winning that one 71-36 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And, hey, smart move there. I like the thought process, trying to dribble around and then got kind of close for Helland to the baseline, but she tried to bounce it off her opponent. Didn't quite work out. She stepped out of bounds first, so the Jaguars will bring it on down. Zwetzig Down to the block to Lucas, trying to open things up in this game. No good. Rebound falls down to Brown for the Eagles. She'll set things up for her team. You can definitely tell when you see them out there, especially with Emma Lucas out there, how the Eagles compare in size. This one no good for the Eagles as Hayden Crockett comes up with the rebound, and she'll drive hard. On the wing is Lucas. She'll bring it back to the top. We'll skip over Zwetzig for three to open things up. Not going to work out. This one will fall far out for Dunnigan. Ball pushed ahead. Here's a three-point shot for the Eagles. They'll start the scoring. Big three-pointer put in by none other than Lauren Carrier, the 5'3" sophomore. Crockett looking to respond with a long two-pointer. No good. Rebound falls down to Hallie Crockett in the corner for an offensive rebound. Nice pass in. Up. No good. Rebound knocked away again. And now we'll see which way this one's going. It will be in favor of the Eagles. Bringing the ball down the floor is Brown. She sets things up on that far side of the key. Gives it to Frazier. Couple of players cut through. Now we'll go back to Brown. She'll set up at top of the key. Being pressured pretty hard by Hallie Crockett. Driving in, now kick back out. Nice job by Frazier. Brown goes in. This one maybe partially touched there by Lucas. Rebound falls down into the hands of Zwetzig. Nice little bounce pass, and the Jaguars will go on the board. Zwetzig with the rebound and the assist. Hayden Crockett puts in the 2 points. They're down by one with 5:50 to go in this first quarter. Stolen away here by Zwetzig as they put on that pressure. And we saw in the JV game, the Eagles were able to handle the press. Nice little floater there for Hallie Crockett. And now they take that 1 point lead. Just like that, the Eagles are able to break that press. Long three-pointer on the way. Rattles in and out, no good. Nice offensive rebound and put back there for Dunnigan. Great offensive rebound and a nice little hook shot to take the 1 point lead with 5:15 to go in the first. Lucas double teamed. Here's a nice turnaround shot from the opposite block. Good bounce pass, and Hallie Crockett putting those points in. Lucas with the assist. Trying to dribble ahead is Dunnigan, and she gets trapped, and then they call a push on the Jaguars. First foul of the game, and it goes on Emma Lucas. Just under 5 minutes to play. Thanks for being with us on Polar Television and YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 6-5 in favor of the Jaguars. North Border, I was just up there the other day for a radio as a drive here is no good, and rebound falls down to Crockett. Trying to do a bounce pass, and Crockett picked it up, put it back down. That's a double dribble. I was calling a radio game for Hillsborough Central Valley boys up at Cavalier the other day. And Cavalier, not too far from Pembina Walhalla, as the ball's taken away. Dunnigan got it poked away and taken by Emma Lucas, and a great job there for Hallie Crockett to drive with that ball. And she's going to try the old-fashioned three-point play. This game was scheduled to start just a minute ago, but we were running a little bit fast today, which is great, I think, by everybody, especially Aiden. He wants to get back and watch some football. I don't blame him. Saturday basketball pretty good, but if there's still football on, why not? Trying to pass up ahead is Dunnigan, looking for Brown, but Brown was a little bit behind the pass, and it was a little bit high for her. So unfortunate turnover there, 4:15 to go in the first quarter, 9-5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Here's a three-point shot from the far side, no good by Richmond. Rebound was for Crockett. She passes to Lucas, who turns around. She'll try to turn this into 3 points with an 11-5 lead. And that foul on Dunnigan. This one rattles in, and then it will roll finally. Looks like we'll have a substitution here for the Eagles, and that is number 24, Caitlin Volk, who's a 5'7" sophomore. She played some in that JV game as well. Did a pretty good job. This one tipped away from the Eagles into the hands of Richmond, and Richmond will get the points and the steal with a 14-5 lead. 3:45 to go in the first. Timeout going to be called by Coach Patrick Dunnigan, and we'll take a timeout as well on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 14 for the Jaguars, 5 for the Eagles.
The Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
On Polar Television and YourLiveEvent.com, Leaf Bakken here, as the Eagles trail the Jaguars 14-5 at the Palace on the Prairie, Northern Cass High School. Eagles will bring the ball down the floor after that timeout taken by North Border. This is Frazier with it, out on top of the key. Here's Volk, who stepped on not too long ago. Tapped away, will give Lucas the steal. Up ahead to Hallie Crockett. She'll stop, pop one from the wing. No good. Rebound is offensive. Aiden Crockett with the rebound. They say no shot. And so they'll have to inbound. This will be Abby Richmond to inbound it. Crockett trying to make that hook shot. Looking for the rebound. It falls into the hands of Volk for the Eagles. Bringing it up the floor. Frazier got the handoff there from Carrier. Now it's taken away by Zetzig, and then Frazier uses her body and bumps into her. Maddie Zetzig, 5'3" senior. She does a good job for this Jaguar team. That is the first one on Frazier. Team foul 4, so I am behind on my count on my stat sheet. As we see the return of Helland and a break, I believe, for Dunnigan. Second one is a miss, and rebound falls to Lucas. Here's Richmond for 3 on the outside. Great job there. As press breaker isn't quite working, taken away and put in by Hayden Crockett. 20-5, and now a foul will be called on Hallie Crockett. Substitute in here. That's Josie Jensen, the 6'1" sophomore, stepping on for Emma Lucas. Brown with the ball for the Eagles. She's got to get away, and now she'll pop it. Was looking for Volk up ahead, but it'll now be a steal for Jensen. Hayden Crockett will be in charge of the offense. Long two-pointer on the way off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound falls down to Brown for the Eagles. 2:20 to play in the first quarter. Driving here is Helland, and then as she's driving, she'll get fouled by Zwetzig. First one on her, team foul 3. As Richmond will take a seat and Kayla Treader will step on. Treader, the 5'7" sophomore. Saw some action from her in the JV game, excuse me. This one's knocked away by the Jaguars, so the Eagles will try to inbound again. 2:13 to go in the first, a 20-5 lead for the Jaguars over the Eagles. Eagles have been stuck on 5 for quite a while. They did open up the scoring with a big three-pointer as that shot's missed by Frazier. Rebound will come down to Hallie Crockett, finding her sister Hayden Crockett. 1-2 and up. Good job there for the Crockett sisters. Press again trying to break away from it, and a jump ball going to be called with Hayden on the floor. Possession arrow is in favor of the Jaguars. Richmond will check back in. Hallie Crockett steps off. 1:55 to go in quarter number 1 of North Dakota girls basketball on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. To the corner from Zetzig to Crockett. Now Jensen just on the edge of the lane gets her first points of the day. That was a good spot for her, as now we'll see if the Eagles can break the press. Carrier trying to get through, and Hayden Crockett crossed arms with her opponent. Oh no, they put that one on Abby Richmond actually. Her first, team foul 4. Get the ball into Frazier. Now Carrier will take it as she finally jumps across half court. Got to make sure you do that, otherwise it's over and back. Brown will take it on the far side of the key. Now set things up at the top. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. A little bit of a high, nice, it did work out as Richmond ran past. Frazier trying to drive in, looking for Volk. No, she'll have to kick back out to Helland. Trying to get to the baseline, and this one will go last touch by Zwetzig. And we'll have Hallie Crockett step on, Hayden Crockett step off, as Coach D.C. Lucas is moving his players around, keeping everybody fairly fresh. Carrier gets the inbound pass way up high. We come to Brown on the near side key, trying to do a bounce pass in. Now taken away by Zwetzig. Nice little pass over to Treader. Ooh, can't quite finish, but an offensive rebound for Richmond. No good. Rebound is defensive for Frazier. 45 seconds to go, 24-5 lead as a long two-point shot. Just a nice little hook and go there to break the drought. Frazier nails it. Make it 24-7 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 30 seconds to go. Richmond, Jensen, now Zwetzig, long two-pointer. Jensen comes up with the offensive rebound. Good job there. Bounce underneath. Hallie Crockett on a turnaround shot, no good. Jensen gets up again, and a turnaround putback. That's what happens when you're 6'1" and can reach over the top of the 5'7" Volk, who's the tallest player on their team. 26-7, 8 seconds to go. Eagles do break that press. Nice little move by Helland, and Jensen uses her long arms and gets her on the arm there as she's driving in. Two shots coming this way for Kiara Helland, the 5'4", junior. Playing guard. There are 9 players on this roster. 3 of them are listed as forwards. Everybody else is a guard. First one was missed, second one made. As shots put up, and it's good from the corner for Kayla Treader. Great job as we finish things off. 29 for the Jaguars, 8 for the Eagles of North Border on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This is YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. More girls basketball action coming your way.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Leads Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devils Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsborough at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leif Bach, and Aiden running their camera again for us as we enter the second quarter. Aiden does a great job here at Northern Cass. We appreciate his help, and we appreciate the partnership with Northern Cass as well. Trying to get the ball inside the Eagles were, but it's knocked away and taken away. That is Ellie Lucas who has stepped onto the floor. see if I missed anybody else out there. Looks like for the Eagles out there wearing the number 25 is Caitlin Bjornstad, a 5'7" freshman. With the ball for the Eagles right now, that's Brown, Frazier, and then Carrier's trying to go in, and now a foul will be called. That one goes on Lucas as Carrier was trying to shoot through the trees. I should say that goes on Ellie Lucas, her first and team foul 5. Because Emma Lucas is also out there. Free throws are good. 29-10, 7:20 to go. 3-point shot by Hayden Crockett in the corner. No good. Rebound let loose and rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Jaguars. Eagles to bring the ball up the floor as the Jaguar bench gets a little bit noisy. Pretty good crowd here on the Northern Cass side. Quite a few students for a Saturday. As trying to drive in is Dunnigan, taken away, but then back into the hands of the Eagles. Shot put up and blocked by Emma Lucas, now taken away by Crockett. That's Hayden Crockett, finding Hallie Crockett underneath. Not enough oomph. She'll get her own rebound, tries again, gets another rebound, goes up again. Can't quite get it to fall. As we bring it down the other way for the Eagles. Ball last touched by the Jaguars as it goes out. I forgot to switch pen colors. That was on me. As we see Dunnigan trying to go in for the shot, she'll get fouled. This time it'll be on Ellie Lucas. Excuse me, Emma Lucas. I'm going to get it right. Emma Lucas, 6-foot senior, as Dunnigan misses her first of 2 at the free throw line, her first trip to the free throw line this afternoon. This one, ooh, unlucky bounce. Falls out, and rebound goes defensively to the Jaguars. That was Ellie Lucas. That's Ellie Lucas with it. Skips across to Hayden Crockett, takes to the baseline. Now Emma Lucas with it. Three-pointer from just above the elbow area. No good. Rebound is last touched, official says, by Lucas. So the Eagles will inbound. 29-10 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 6 minutes even to go in the first half. Frazier with the ball on the near side of the key, looking for somebody. Treader giving her plenty of space, so no 5-second count on its way. Bjornstad passes off to Brown, who uses the baseline and gets some points, her first points of the evening. Afternoon. What time of day is it, Aiden? It's 2:45, so it's afternoon still, not even evening, as the ball is shot up and missed for Crockett, and a rebound for Frazier for the Eagles. Brown with it on that far sideline. Carrier with it now. Underneath to Frazier. Kicks it out. Dunnigan takes that one dribble into the wing. Double teamed or maybe even triple teamed before she kicks it out. Frazier, nice bounce pass. This team knows how to bounce pass. A foul will be called as Dunnigan is trying to get situated and dribble in. Looks like we'll see Richmond come on. Zwetzig's there for the Jaguars. Volk and Helland are back on the floor, and we are in the bonus. So Dunnigan gets her first to earn the second. This one rolls around and is good. She's 2 for 4 now from the free throw line. 5:07 to play, 29-14. Jags still have a big lead. Crockett, bounce pass to Jensen, out to Hallie Crockett. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound falls down to Volk. Little pressure put on, and then it'll be knocked out by the Jaguars, so the Eagles will try again. A little bit lighter press. Zwetzig did a good job closing out there. Three-pointer on the way for Frazier. In and out, no good. Rebound is going to go to, I got to credit the rebound there to Helland. Jensen reaching over the top of her and pushing her. And we are in the bonus, but when we come back from this timeout, we'll shoot that free throw and see if we get the second. 29 for the Jaguars, 14 for the Eagles on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Jaguars lead the Eagles on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar TV. I'm Leaf Bakken as we come out of that timeout, and we will shoot the 1-and-1. One more foul on the Jaguars, and the Eagles will be in double bonus as Helland is able to get that first one. Trying to close the gap here and nails the second. She's 3 for 4 from the line. 29-16. Zwetzig in charge of the Jaguars. Crockett fakes. Drives to the baseline. Now she'll back out. Nice little floater shot. I like it. That's a good shot for Hallie. Helen picked up her dribble, so now she has to pass it along. Brown has it. Now she'll go across the half court. Volk trying to bounce pass, but taken away by Abby Richmond. Getting her second steal of the day. Kick to the corner. Hallie Crockett for three. No good. Rebound falling down to Hayden Crockett. Almost had it, but got fouled on her way trying to control the ball. That will go on Volk, her first, and team foul 5. Nice job by Hayden Crockett weaving through traffic. Jensen gets in there, boxes out hard as Helen hits the ground, but her shot no good as the rebound comes down to Dunnigan. Brown had the ball. Zwetzig got in there. Jump ball will be called. She was getting in there aggressive. Possession arrow in favor of the Jaguars. 3:44 to go in the first half. 31-16. Richmond into Jensen, out to Crockett. She fakes the three, drives to the free throw line just from the corner. That'll fall in. Press put on by the Jaguars again. Eagles advancing the ball up ahead. It goes to Dunnigan, but then knocked away and taken away by Crockett. Nice job passing over to Zwetzig, putting in her first field goal of the evening. Three-point shot. Great job there for Brown. 3 minutes to go, 35-19. Crockett to Crockett. This is Hallie Crockett. And as Crockett was lost kind of control, Helland was guarding that baseline, and she stuck her arm out, so they get her for the charge. Emma Lucas will return to play here while Jensen takes a seat. The three tall players rotating in and out, getting some good reps in. Brown takes a couple of dribbles. Up ahead now to Volk. Finds Dunnigan, who will dribble it to the far wing. Frazier trying to figure out where to go. Brown was trying to set up that screen. Didn't quite work out. Richmond playing pretty heavy on her. Into the corner. Frazier running out of time. Here's a three-point shot by Helland. No good. Offensive rebound by Dunnigan, then blocked by Emma Lucas. Going up. Nice job by Crockett, but couldn't quite complete that. See what the Eagles can do with 2 minutes left as Dunnigan tries to make a move on that far sideline. Rebound falls down to Emma Lucas. Hayden Crockett up ahead to Richmond, who's underneath the basket. Just a little hard off the backboard. Crockett had the rebound, and then she got fouled. We'll see a couple substitutes come in, including Carrier for the Eagles from North Border. She'll step on for Dunnigan. Treader will step on for Richmond. And we should be good to go. Three-point shot from Hallie Crockett is good. Finally getting to one of those. She's been trying to look for that as Brown tries to go to that far sideline. Taken away by Hayden Crockett. Up and in. Great conversion there on the steal at half court. 40-19. Why did the whistle go? Oh, need to reset the shot clock. Gotcha. A couple of players come in. I'll get them to you as we go along. Eagles trying to in transition. No good for Helland. And then Emma Lucas, who stepped onto the floor during that whistle, got the rebound and got tied up with Helland. Good job by Helland. Wanting to go after the ball, and they get the ball back to go for the shot. Helland for three, no good. Rebound falls down to Ellie Lucas. Kicks out. This is Addison Rust. Zwetzig, Treader, back to Zwetzig. Three-pointer, no good. Rust will come up with the rebound, though. And they'll try again. Far sideline, three-pointer, good for Hayden Crockett. 45 seconds to go. 43-19 is the score. Jaguars leading the Eagles. As Brown is in charge for the Eagles now. Carrier with it at the top of the key. Volk, nice cut by Helland. Kicks back out to Brown. Drives in, gets double teamed. Goes around the defense, off the glass. Well executed move there for Addison Brown, the junior. One of the two juniors for this North Border team. Rust with it out on top with 15. Zwetzig trying to look for Lucas. Nice job by Volk from behind to knock that one away before she went up, but regathered up. Hayden Crockett trying to drive into the lane. Offensive rebound, not quite as this one's knocked away, and gotta like that sportsmanship. I'm a big proponent of that as North Border girls help out Ellie Lucas. Last touch by the Eagles. They've only got a few seconds left. The Jaguars do. Hayden Crockett, last second shot, fade away, not going to quite work out. And we end our first half, 43 for the Jaguars, 21 for the Eagles. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, this is YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. We have got halftime stats coming your way and talk a little bit about what else is going on. I think we might be wrapped up on our other events, but we'll see what else is happening on YourLiveEvent.com, powered by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and Halstead Telephone Company, and, of course, along with our folks here on Polar Television, Polar Communications.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a four-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com, Polar Television. I'm Leif Bakken. As we look at the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it reads the Jaguars 43, the Eagles 21 after 2 quarters of play here at the Palace on the Prairie, Northern Cass High School, located near Hunter, North Dakota. Glad to have folks along for the ride today. We'll talk a little bit about statistics on YourLiveEvent.com today. We might still have, I wouldn't think so, but there's potential that Davies and North-South North Dakota girls hockey is still going on YourLiveEvent.com if you would like to pull that up on another tab. But don't forget to leave this one open. Tomorrow, Sunday, Moorhead versus West Fargo in Bantam AA hockey. That starts at 1:30 Central Time. So if you're interested in that, that should be good. And then Monday, it looks like we've got two games coming up Monday night here on YourLiveEvent.com. Climax Fisher versus Ada Borup West in Minnesota boys basketball. On the North Dakota boys basketball side, it'll be Medina Pingree Buchanan versus Maple River. So that should be good. Should be exciting. Next couple of days here on YourLiveEvent.com. Well, let's take a look at some of these statistics here in the first half. Also want to mention we start our streams early. Make sure if you've got family, friends, whatever it might be, playing junior varsity, we always try to make it to the games early enough to air those JV games. No commentary, but we try to get those on. 71-36 win for Northern Cass over North Border here just before this game. In this first half, after 1 quarter of play, it was 29-8 as the North Border Eagles got stuck on 5 for most of that first quarter. They did start off the scoring with a big 3-pointer coming from Lauren Carrier. Then we saw, I believe it was Dunnigan who was able to make the next one. And they got stuck there. And then they were able to move along and get up to 8. It's been a struggle. They're outsized, and that's one of the things we heard Coach Dunnigan talk about is how the size is going to be a factor. They never have very tall people up in Pembina Walhalla, which is what makes up North Border. And, so otherwise, I think they're doing pretty good for being a fairly small team. 13 rebounds total. The leader in rebounding is Dunnigan with 6 in that first half. Doing a good job. For the Northern Cass Jaguars, I should jump back and say that Brown is leading the way in scoring for the Eagles. That's Addison Brown, the junior. She has a 3-pointer and 2 field goals just for 2 regular points. On for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Your leader in scoring right now looks to be Hayden Crockett. No, it's Hallie Crockett. Silly me. With 10 points just on 5 field goals, a 3-pointer, and a free throw. So what that add up to? 14. That's 14. Leader in rebounding is also Hallie Crockett with 5 out of the 19 total. Again, their height is helping them out against this North Border team. But 19-13 on rebounding, that's not a terrible difference. I mean, the difference of 6 is not too bad. Big thing here is the press that the Jaguars are putting on. So they've been able to steal the ball. They've also been able to steal the ball down low, but they've been stealing the ball in half court and making some of those points. Looking here briefly, 10, 12, looks like 13 steals. We've also seen a good performance so far from Emma Lucas, the senior, who stands at 6 foot tall for her Jaguar team. She's got 2 blocks. So, what's going to happen? What needs to happen for the two teams in this second half? Well, for the Jaguars, they're doing most things right. They're going a little bit hard to the board, which is important. You should always go hard to the basket, but they're putting the ball too hard off of that small square. And so they'd have a couple more points up there if they weren't hitting that board so hard. But they've been doing a good job on the other aspects, keeping the ball passed around, looking for three-pointers, but also looking for those post players, whether that be either Lucas' sister or Josie Jensen, who've been doing a good job in the post position. Hallie Crockett's been underneath by the block. We've also seen Hayden Crockett down there, and they're not the biggest players out there, so they've been doing a good job on that front, and I think they just need to keep looking for that. For the North Border Eagles, they need to get some more rebounds. They need to offensive rebounds. They need to box out on the defensive side. There's been a lot of opportunities, especially that one time for Hallie Crockett. She had 3 rebounds in that one possession. And so just trying to get that, breaking that press, and then take your time. Once you spread things out on the offensive side, they did almost run the they did. It was about 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and then they got it off the rim, and there was an offensive rebound, and they were able to convert that. So finding more opportunities like that and forcing these Jaguars to foul, and they did. The Jaguars had over 10 fouls in that, or just at 10 fouls, actually, on that first half. So, got to watch that, and maybe if they can keep drawing the fouls, the Eagles can crawl back in. We have a score of 43-21. Jaguars over the Eagles right now as we're about to start the third quarter in 2 minutes on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This is YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leif Bakken. Stick with us. More girls North Dakota basketball action on the way.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar, and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pool, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leif Bakken. Glad to have the play-by-play action for you from Northern Cass as we start the third quarter between the Jaguars and the North Border Eagles. Eagles will start the third quarter with the ball as this is Dunnigan with it. Finds Frazier over on that far key. She'll drive to the free throw line. Kick out to Helland. Helland not sure where to go, so Frazier will look at the rim, and now she'll decide to drive, picks up her dribble. Now it'll be taken away, not quite poked away by, it was poked away, I should say, by Hayden Crockett, but not quite a steal for her. Pretty good lead here for the Jags, 43-21 over the Eagles. As Brown does a good job dribbling in, she'll get fouled and put the points in to start things off here in the third quarter. That'll be the second foul for Maddie Zwetzig. First one this half as the free throw rolls around and no good. That was the first trip for Addie Brown to the free throw line. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. This is Maddie Zwetzig with the ball. Emma Lucas pops out and grabs it at the top of the key. Abby Richmond looking for three. She'll nail that. Great job there, Abby Richmond. Her second three-pointer of the day. I believe that Emma Lucas fed her the one from before, too. That's the third assist. I was looking down, marking my paper. Aiden, did you see, was there travel? Okay. So travel, so turnover on the Eagles. Rebound now as Lucas went for it. Frazier comes up with it defensively. So the Eagles will bring it on down. Carrier with the ball. A bunch of sophomores on this North Border Eagle team with only 2 juniors and 2 freshmen. One of those juniors is Helland, who's got the ball. Trying to pass to Dunnigan, but it's taken away by Hayden Crockett. Sweet little behind the back move. Pass over to Abby Richmond. Had to gather it back up, but she'll put those in. 6:30 to play in the third, 48-23. Brown, crossover dribble, nice job. Brings it to this near side. Now we go to Carrier on top. Carrier being hassled by Crockett. Crockett upset with herself. It'll be the second one on her. Team foul 2 in the second half. Eagles to inbound on that far side of the lane. Nice move by Dunnigan. Oh, Dunnigan was going in. It gets knocked down and into the hands of Frazier, but she wasn't inbound yet, so turnover on them. 6:15 to go. Ball work to the far side for the Jaguars. Crockett trying to float one up from the middle of the lane. She'll get fouled, and all she has to do is take 2 steps back, Aiden, and she's already there. Second foul, excuse me, on Carrier this game. First foul for North Border this half. First shot for Crockett. Her second trip to the free throw line this game is a miss. Second shot on the way, that will be good. Make it 49-23 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Approaching 6 minutes to go as Carrier gets the ball, almost gets trapped, and then Zwetzig runs hard into Helland, and she is slow to get up as that was some hard contact. And so taking her time, going to get up, and she waves coach off. The trainer for the Northern Cass Jaguars has stepped out here too, and we'll take a quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. 49-23, just under 6 minutes to play in the third. Dakota Heritage. My apologies there, folks. As right as I went to break, we got everybody sorted out, and there was a score there for the Jaguars. A nice job by Hallie Crockett on a steal to Hayden Crockett to put it in. Here's a three-point shot attempt for the Eagles after coming back down off that. Rebound will fall down to Hallie Crockett. Brings it down. Hayden Crockett to Abby Richmond underneath, trying to float that one up. No good. Rebound falls down defensively to the Eagles. That's Dunnigan. Frazier will be in charge of bringing the ball the rest of the way across with 5:10 to go in the third. Helland was crashed into hard there. Good points put in for the Eagles. Just under 5 minutes to play now. Here's a three-point to reply back. Abby Richmond for 3. 54-25, 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Coach D.C. Lucas backs that press off as Frazier brings the ball up the floor. Carrier will now take it. Nice cut by Frazier, and then she'll get hit from behind. We'll see if this one goes on Crockett or Lucas. They were both there, and it was Crockett. That's what I would have said. It's her second. Team foul 4 on the Jaguars. We're going to see a new player step on here. That's Elise Sand, the 5'9" junior. As missed there for Frazier. No good. Sand gets a rebound, and now we'll have a rebound for Dunnigan. Trying to keep up here. I apologize as Brown has it at the center circle. Kick to Carrier. Little pass up on top for the two. Dunnigan now. She'll drive to the wing. Crockett guarding her pretty tight. Trying to cut his Frazier, but now stolen away by Richmond. Nice pass up ahead. Hallie Crockett converting. Great job for the Jaguars as they extend their lead to 30, 56-26 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 3:45 to go in the third. Dunnigan, skip pass over to Volk, who drives in. 2 whistles on that. They let the higher official make the call, and he says that it was a block. And that one goes against Sand. Treader stepped on while I wasn't paying attention. She's there. A turnaround shot by Dunnigan, no good. Rebound is last touched by Crockett. Try to find somebody. North Border does. Dunnigan gets it. Now Brown will take the pass. Richmond reaching in hard, and she knew as soon as she did it that was going to be blown. Ball bounced passed in on the inbound to Dunnigan. Volk tried to get it, and then it's knocked away, so it's going to stay with the Eagles. They've had some good opportunities here. It's still 32 on the shot clock, 3:25 on the scoreboard. Dunnigan, nice little foot planted turnaround. It's a good move. She's done that a couple of times today. Treader will be bringing the ball down the floor. Hayden Crockett, long three-pointer in and out, no good. Brown comes up with the rebound. She'll bring the ball down the floor as well, just under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Eagles really spread that defense out as Dunnigan drives that baseline, puts it up, no good. Hayden Crockett with the rebound, and she'll just bring it on herself. Goes into the lane, puts one up, around the rim, no good, but there's Sand for a rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound is now defensive for Frazier. Trying to find Dunnigan, this one slips through her fingers and will stay with the Jaguars. Couldn't quite get that to work out. But we have been seeing better rebounding in this second half for North Border. Carrier steps off. Helland is okay and back on for the Eagles. We're also going to see the return of Josie Jensen. Crockett drives in, and a good shot from the wing for two. 58-28, 2:15 to play in the third. Frazier over to Helland, who has it at the top of the key. Nice cut by Brown, but was almost a collision, so she turned away. We'll give the steal to Zetzig. Crockett gets the pass up ahead. Off the board, no good. Josie Jensen up, no good. Frazier bringing it on. Brown resetting things at 1:43 to go in the third. Helland on the high wing, far key, however you want to kind of look at that. Outside elbow. Dunnigan trying to figure out where to go from there. Underneath the Brown. There's too many defenders, so she'll kick it back out. Travel called. Brown got caught up trying to figure out where she was going to go. And ends up shuffling her feet. So unfortunate turnover there as we approach 1:10 to go. Jensen gets the pass. Dunnigan's hand got caught in that one, but Here's a three-point shot, nailed from the far side for Hayden Crockett. That's her second three-pointer of the afternoon. 61-28, under a minute to play in the third. Brown to Dunnigan, being hassled by Ellie Lucas. A block for Jensen, and then Volk got the ball but stepped out of bounds. Jensen, block. So the Jaguars will bring the ball down the floor. They've got a good lead. Nice pass to Jensen, out to Treader. Three-point shot on the way. Another one for Hayden Crockett. Treader on the good feed. 64-28, 30 seconds. Carrier wants to respond. Just a little bit shy on that three-point shot. You can see it seems to me a little bit here, the North Border Eagles a little bit tired. They don't have the depth that the Jaguars do. But, man, they've been playing hard. 15 to go in the third. Zetzig with it. Carrier giving her a little bit of trouble. Treader out to Jensen. Double teamed and then gets fouled by Brown. That's only the second foul this half, and that's the first one on Brown, the junior guard for the Eagles. Ellie Lucas to inbound, finds the other tall player, who is Josie Jensen, misses her shot. Rebound comes down to Helland. Running out of time in the third with two, now make it one. Brown's got a last-second shot, thought about it, and then she got covered up by Treader. So, after three, 64 for the Jaguars, 28, excuse me, for the Eagles on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're going into the fourth quarter on your live event and Polar Television. Be right back.
On the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Berkmeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via Rails Train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leif Bakken. Running clock on the scoreboard with the lead that the Jaguars have over the Eagles, 64-28. Shot clock was wrong, so we had to reset things, and now we're good to go. Looks like we've got a few other players in there, so I will try to get those to you as I can. As I say that, I glance down and look back up. Helen comes up with the rebound for the Eagles. 7:20 to go in the game. Brown was deep into the front court, but backs out, and we keep things rolling on this other side. Helland takes a three-point shot, no good. Crockett comes up with the rebound, brings the ball down the floor. That's Hallie Crockett. And maybe there aren't as many new people out there as I thought. I think it was Emma Lucas and Hallie Crockett came back into the game, and I didn't recognize them for some reason. Rust is out there, though. See, return of Addie Rust. As we see Helland using that baseline driving in. Rebound will go to Dunnigan. She'll go to the middle of the lane and put it in. 64-30, 6:30 to go in the game. Rust brings the ball down the floor. Nice drive for Crockett, as I apologize because I'm looking for Tess Jalbert, who's out there wearing the number 32. Foul here as Dunnigan was going in. Excuse me, Brown. Just to mention that Tess Jalbert is a 5'6", 8th grader for the Jaguars. Brown at the free throw line. Makes the first free throw. Now we're going to see some more players. Okay, let's see here. We've got the return of Sand, and we're also going to see Erickson out there, Noel Erickson. Second one also good for Brown. Makes it 66-32. Ball comes into Ellie Lucas, over to the 8th grader, who is Jalbert for 3. Great job there. 69-32 lead with 5:35 to play. Ball put up by the Eagles, no good. Rebound comes down to Sand, and a little bit too fast on the turnaround to throw it back to one of her comrades. So turnover, and the Eagles will work with it. Brown in charge of the offense. Carrier to Dunnigan at the top of the key. Back to Brown on this near side wing. She's trying to drive against Erickson. Goes to the baseline into the corner where Carrier is, over the top of Bjornstad and into the hands of Sand for the steal. Jalbert with the ball. Skip pass across to Addie Rust. Skip pass right back. Erickson to Lucas. Turnaround shot. Good for Lucas. That's Ellie Lucas, the sophomore, and that's her first points according to my statistics. 71-32 lead now for the Jags. Dunnigan trying to do her turnaround move, and she'll get a lucky roll. .425 to go in the game, 71-34. Ball tossed over to Ellie Lucas. Sand is in the right spot. She had 2 players in front of her and 1 behind her, so it worked out on a high pass to put that in. And she'll get to go to the free throw line as well, as she was fouled by Helland. That's her first of the game. Timeout being called here on the floor. 73 for the Jaguars, 34 for the Eagles on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, yourliveevent.com, and Polar Television. We'll be right back.
The Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings are coming January 25th, 26th, and 28th, with speakers Rich Morrison, Vice President of Farm Services at NAU Country, Mike Gower, Lead Field Marketing Specialist with NAU Country, and FSA personnel. They want to discuss the outlook for 2022 with you. They'll be in Devil's Lake at the KC Hall on the 25th at 9 a.m., and then in Hope at the Legion at 3:30 that afternoon. Join them at the Senior Center in McVille at 9 on the 26th, or in Hillsboro at 9 on the 28th. Irie Insurance Spring Update meetings January 25th, 26th, and 28th.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Welcome back. I'm Leif Bakken. This is yourliveevent.com and Polar Television as we get going here. And a 3-point play for Elise Sand. Eagles will bring the ball down the floor, trailing 74-34. Eagles from North Border. That's Pembina Walhalla, North Dakota. Those 2 schools come together. And for wrestling, they team up with Cavalier, and they're the Grizzlies. Shot put up there by Dunnigan, no good. Rebound falls down to Sand. Bringing the ball up the floor will be the 8th grader, Jalbert. Ellie Lucas, skip pass across to Rust, who will drive in, tries to go up, trying to draw a foul, and it will be last touched by the Eagles. Trying to find somebody to throw into. 3:15 left in the game. Sand jumps up, grabs the ball, misses her shot. Rebound comes down to Volk. Then it's taken away. work the ball around. The Jaguars will under 3 minutes now, as this one was a little bit high pass as it goes off the rim and comes clattering down. Jalbert for 3 on this near wing. That's her second three-pointer of the day. We did see her play in that junior varsity game with their 71-36 commanding win over North Border. Dunnigan drives in. Ooh, she's frustrated with herself, which is not a good sign, as Lucas comes up with the rebound and brings the ball down the floor. That's Ellie Lucas to Jalbert. Now we go to Rust at the top of the key. To Lucas in the corner. Sand at the far side block, I should say. She backs down her defender and puts those points in. Good job there. 79-34, 2:10 to go. Timeout called for substitutions here by North Border. So we'll see a couple of new players come on. Bjornstad back out there, and then we'll see Victoria Crotty, the 5-foot freshman, wearing the number 3. Here's a drive for Brown, off the rim, no good. Rebound falls down to Sand. She'll launch that one up ahead to Jalbert. Erickson trying to go up the lane, over the top of the rim, and falls into the hands of Addison Rust, but she'll be fouled. That's Crotty's first. Team foul 4, as the North Border Eagles have been able to keep the game clean today. Sand gets the inbound pass. She'll just try to jump that wing shot up. No good. Rebound comes down to Brown, and then a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow in favor of the Jaguars as the clock continues to wind down because of the 79-34 lead for the Jags over the Eagles. Here's a three-point shot for Noelle Erickson. No good. She's a junior for that Jaguar team. Rebound falls down to Sand, and then she gets fouled trying to go up with the putback. I forgot to talk a little bit more about Noelle Erickson, who's a 5'7" junior and forward for her team. 45 seconds left on the clock as the first one put up for Elise Sand is no good. This is her second time to the free throw line. The first time she made the three-point conversion. Second shot on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound is loose, falls into the hands of Ellie Lucas. She'll get her own rebound, go back up. Here's another look for a rebound, and it'll go out of bounds this time. 30 seconds to go, 79-34. Eagles to bring the ball up the floor. Trying to look to, no shot clock involved, so they're hoping they can get one more basket here. Nice little drive to the baseline. This rebound is still loose. Now it'll go to the hands of Jalbert for a defensive rebound. And then the foul will be put on here for Carrier. And the clock will expire, and that is how we close things out. A 79-34 win. The Jaguars over the Eagles. We'll come back with some final statistics and our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And then we'll be wrapped up and good to go. This is YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. Thanks for sticking with us. Dakota Heritage Bank final score of 79 for the Jaguars, 34 for the Eagles. We'll be right back.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119.
My dream career is to be an esthetician because it allows me to branch out and do different things on different people every day.
My dream career is to be a cosmetologist, and that's because I enjoy putting a smile on other people's faces. Putting a smile on other people's faces also puts a smile on my face.
My dream career is to be a massage therapist because I get to help people every day.
My dream career is becoming a nail tech because there are endless possibilities and I can get really creative with it.
We have 3 TVs in the house, and we had boxes and wires.
I called Polar and she said, we're switching to streaming.
We were up and running in just no time. I can be in the kitchen making dinner, doing other things, and Daryl can be downstairs watching baseball or whatever he's watching, and we have no interference at all.
Watch anything you want from anywhere with Polar Streaming TV. Call today or visit polarcom.com to learn more.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
I'm Rachel Kringsted.
And I'm Jacob Kringsted.
And we are Polar customers.
At Safety Pole, we work directly with our customers to find solutions that work for them.
As small business owners, we wear a lot of hats. We handle so much of our customers' information every day that we don't feel comfortable being our own IT department.
With Polar taking care of our IT, we can focus on taking care of our customers.
Call today or visit polarcom.com to protect your customers' data with Polar Extreme IT.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leif Bakken as we have a final score of 79 for the Jaguars, 34 for the on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Visit dhbanknd.com or one of their locations in eastern North Dakota and northwest Minnesota. Thanks to them for sponsoring our scoreboard tonight, as this is how it went across the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard for the evening, for the afternoon. What time of day is it? 3:36 afternoon. First quarter went like this, 29-8. Second quarter was 43-21. The Jaguars controlled the entire game, 64-28 after 3, and a 79-34 finish. The North Border Eagles did strike first with a three-pointer, and that was that worked out for Carrier, and then things kind of fell apart there for the Eagles. In your scoring, we saw the leader for scoring for the North Border Eagles was none other than Taylin Dunnigan, the sophomore forward standing at 5'7". She had 12 points with 5 coming on the 5 field goals, and she was 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Next was Addison Brown. She had 11 points. She was 3 field goals, 1 3-pointer, and 2 for 3 on the line. Then the next one was Carrier, 1 3-pointer and 2 free throws as she sank those. 13 rebounds in the first half, 12 in the second for a total of 25. Dunnigan led the way with 8 rebounds total, 5 of those in the first. They did a better job. Well, they didn't do a better job. They were 1 shy of that first half look on those rebounds. Again, 25 total there. according to what I have, this, again, unofficial statistics and assists, I'm sure there were some, but I didn't look down and mark any of them. So no assists, no steals, and no blocks for the Eagles from North Border. Again, North Border includes Walhalla and Pembina schools way up north. I was up near there the other day for a radio game in Cavalier. And Cavalier, they'll get together with North Border, and they make the Grizzlies wrestling team there. So there's your fun fact for the day. Moving on to the Northern Cache Jaguars. Your leader in scoring today was the freshman Hayden Crockett. She had 27 according to my statistics, 3 3-pointers, 6 2-pointers. She did not go to the free throw line. There was not much free throw shooting as the North Border Eagles kept it pretty clean. There was only 4 for 5 is what the Jaguars were from the free throw line. By the way, 9 for 15 is what the Eagles were, as there was quite a bit of fouling in that first half against the Jaguars against the Eagles. Back to the Jaguar statistics here. Your Hallie Crockett, the older sister of Hayden, the junior, had 19 points. She had 1 3-pointer. She was 2 for 3 from the line, and she had 7 field goals. Then the next was the 13-point run for Abby Richmond. She had 3 3-pointers and 2 regular 2-pointers. On to the rebounding, where it was 19 in the first half, 16 in the second, for a total of 35. Hallie Crockett was the leader at 7 with 5 in the first and 2 in the second. 11 assists total this afternoon for the Jaguars. Leader with 3 was Emma Lucas, the senior. 19 steals this afternoon for the Jaguars. Your leaders were Hayden Crockett and Maddie Zwetzig with 4 apiece out of the 19. 4 blocks this afternoon, 3 of those for Emma Lucas, and 1 for Josie Jensen, the 6'1 sophomore for this team. So, where do we go from here? Well, let's talk a little bit about that. After this win for the Jaguars over the North Border Eagles, they are now 10-4 on the season, and they will now go to Maple River. They'll go to Towner, North Dakota, and play Maple River. That is an away game on Tuesday. Then they're at Richland High School. That's a home game next week, so we'll have that on yourliveevent.com. Coming up for the North Border Eagles, they've got to come back down this way. They go to Mayport CG on Tuesday the 25th. Then that's at home, excuse me. They're at home against Mayport CG. Then that's a Region 2 game for them, and a game against Larimore High School in Larimore on the 27th, and then the 29th they're at Cavalier, so a short drive for them on the 29th. 31st they're at Drayton Valley, Edinburgh on January the 31st. We're going to take another quick break and come back, name your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and then we'll wrap things up here on yourliveevent.com and Polar Television. Again, a final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard of 79 for the Jaguars, 34 for the Eagles. Here at the Palace on the Prairie, we'll be right back. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchart Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Thanks for sticking around with us for the post game here on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. I'm Leaf Bakken, and as we wrap things up here, final score 79 for the Northern Cass Jaguars over the North Border Eagles, 34 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The big thing that it came down to this afternoon was rebounding, I think. 35 rebounds for the Jaguars total in this game compared to 25 for the Eagles, and it's time now to talk about our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Hey, have you got your planter sitting in the shop right now? You should get that to RDK. Make sure the meters are all good, get any repairs done, get your precision planting equipment data updated, all of that. Get it all done. Get it to RDK Enterprises with their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota, and learn about available rebates and financing as well. RDK Enterprises, or visit them at planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises, Precision Player of the Game. We got to go to the Northern Cass Jaguars and Hayden Crockett. She was able to pick the cookie from the cookie jar the most, well, between her and Maddie Zwetzig with 4, and she had the most points, 27 points on the night. She had to be precise from outside the arc. I thought they were going to keep feeding it to her. She was on a roll there. She had 3 3-pointers. She had 6 on the field, and she did a very nice job this afternoon. She also had some rebounds in there, had 4 of them in the first half and 1 in the second. So did a good job out there. She's a freshman, going to be very good. She and her sister, Hallie Crockett, just do a good job out here. And so it's lots of fun to watch these teams and see where they're going. Once again, we will see the North Border Eagles. They will be at home against Mayport CG on Tuesday the 25th for you Eagles fans. Then January 27th, that's a Thursday, 4 o'clock start away at Larimore. Then we've got for the Jaguars, again, they are at away, at Towner, North Dakota against Maple River Co-op. And then that's on the 25th. On the 28th, it'll be against Richland High School. That'll be home. That'll be on Friday, the 28th. That's next week. This is how it went in scoring once again. Here, the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard was 29-8. The Eagles did start the scoring, but the rest of the time, the Jaguars led the way, 29-8 after 1, 43-21 after 2. Third quarter, 64-28, and the fourth quarter, 79-34 final. Thanks so much to all of our sponsors throughout the game as you saw them. If you see any of them, and we ask that, hey, do some business with them, and if you don't do business with them, say thanks for making it possible here on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television, as we're glad to have these games as we wrap up this North Dakota girls basketball game. You see them rotating there in the corner as well. Say thank you for making these games possible in our area. JV final score was 71-36 with Northern Cass winning. A final once again of 79-34 Jaguars over the Eagles here on YourLiveEvent.com and Polar Television. YourLiveEvent.com is powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Thanks so much to Polar Television and Polar Communications for being a partner with us as well. And thanks so much to Northern Cass for being a partner with us and joining up on YourLiveEvent.com this year. We appreciate everybody, all the athletes. Appreciate Aiden's help on the camera once again, and appreciate everybody at home watching. Thank you so much for watching today's game, and hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. That's right, it's a chilly Saturday in North Dakota, that's for sure. I'm Leaf Bakken, and until next time, we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.